Annalika is sitting right next to me. If I can just begin by asking you, I know no simple solutions, but there are different things that individuals and communities can do on our part. What can we, the people, do, to help solve this problem?
I'm so grateful that you are asking the question of what can we do, the solutions. There are so many things we can actually do, and mostly we think that the problems are just, not out of our hands. The government should do something, somebody else should do something. But in a community, we can actually work together if we are willing to approach each other with a little bit of empathy and compassion. There are ways of collaborating. If you get together in a group, you can actually have a strategy of systematically mapping all your dogs, then step by step, making sure that all of them, one by one, are sterilized if it's not yet done. Very often people have already done a lot of work, but you're not aware of who is doing what. So bring people together, first of all. And the Residents' Welfare Association should be involved if you are in a residential area, or any other authority, local body in that area you could work with, because it is actually in the benefit of both. It's not the benefit only of the dogs that we do a lot of work on the dogs. It's in the benefit of the people. So the vaccinations can also be done systematically once you've mapped the dogs. You can do, we have a web tool actually that we developed and upload the profiles of all these dogs.
Okay.
And you can see the percentages in your colony, how much have you achieved already.
Okay.
And then work towards that last bit. And apart from that, of course, the feeding responsibly, all issues are mostly around feeding dogs. Feeders are very often harassed and blamed for the problems, whereas feeding itself doesn't make the dog aggressive. Maybe the way where it is done, how it is done, where it is done, and by whom it is done. Maybe
but I want to ask you, because what plays out very often in terms of the human conflict is the animal lovers versus the haters, and that's where it becomes almost a feeders versus haters kind of a conversation. How do you look at just people coming together on the same page to understand that it's us versus the problem?
Yes, I think there's a little bit of advocacy to be done. It's not so easy to start bringing people on a platform. You have to have a safe environment also to be able to talk to each other.
Yes.
And very often there's already a lot of baggage.
Yes.
So how do you bridge that gap? I think that if we actually stress that whatever we are doing on the dog side is benefiting the people. I am personally not as much of an activist or an animal lover. I would not use the word lover and hater.
Yes.
We have to deal with an environment in which there are animals. So how can we deal with these animals best so that we are all benefiting and that we're not harming?
Very, very important point that you made is the fact that a lot of work that animal rights activists are actually doing for animals is also very beneficial for society and human beings and in the interest of human safety. I think that's a very fundamental argument.